Welcome back to my channel. I apologize for the long wait and I want to thank you for your patience. I was having technical difficulties, but I'm back. So Life Path 5, if you are Life Path 5, then this message is for you. I named you guys the judges because 5 is a representation of the center, which is your heart. And I believe that is the best place to make any type of judgment. It's fair, it's just, and it's coming from a place of unconditional love. And I believe Life Path 5s represent that very well. So when I was tapping into you guys' energy, I was picking up on Mayat. She is the goddess of justice, truth, and harmony. And I want to encourage you to study the 42 laws of Mayat. I feel like something in there is going to be significant for you during this time that you see the reading, because my readings are timeless. Six of Pentacles, which is about giving and receiving equally, but the six specifically coming in for y'all dealing with the law of reciprocity and believing that you can receive what you give back, and also balancing out your receiving with giving. So being open and free flowing in all aspects. So the light code that I was picking up on for you guys was 658. 6 representing your lower self and your desires. And it's about allowing your gut and your lower self to lead you to your desires, not to the point where you are imbalanced, again, law of reciprocity, but allowing yourself to indulge in your desires a little bit is okay, is what I'm trying to say. So I said 6, and then the 5, which is representation of your heart chakra, is where your auric field is like projecting from. That's where your prosperity, your abundance, and your attraction to money is going to flow. And consider that 5 is half of 10. So in the middle you have on one side, so in the middle is the 5. On one side of the scale, because we're talking about law of reciprocity and balancing and Mayat, right? So think of 10 of Wands and the 10 of Swords on one side, and then the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles on the other side. It's like you're at the 5. You are at the best vantage point to be able to get to either side. Now, don't think of the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Swords as something negative, because once you hit rock bottom, you don't have anywhere else to go but up. So even if you find yourself trying to step into the 5 and you're realizing that this one is a little more heavy, simply add that extra 5. Like go down deep into that 5 and figure out, okay, so how do, like, what do I need to do to add that extra 5 to me? What needs to flow from my heart? What do I need to receive into my heart? And the last one is 8. And we know that 8 is abundance. It's free flowing. It's continuous flow of in and out movement. And that is your abundance. So 658, seeing that light code, is to trust your gut, trust where it's leading you. It's okay to indulge in your desires. 5, following your heart, getting to your shmoney and deciding which way of the scale you're going to go, and then that's when the flow happens. That 8, your abundance. So that is your light codes and what I have for you guys this time around. I want to get into your tarot now. I said something about hitting rock bottom and you having nowhere else to go but up. I I just heard serendipity. Life path, vibes. He was talking about my odds showing up and there being a balance, and the first card that popped out was the Two of Cups. I'm gonna get one more. Let's get one more, please. Spirit for life path vibes. At the bottom, life path vibes, the hermits. Going within, gaining some type of enlightenment, knowledge that you need to be able to go forward. The hermit is 9, representing the highest level that you can reach in the mind plane. Double 9s. You're changing your thought processes, or new ideas will come to you in alignment. Damn it, in hermit mode, but in alignment is what was wanting to come out. Something about being in alignment. We'll see what it's about. Two of Cups, Ace of Swords, 9 of Swords, 2 of Wands, 8 of Wands, the Sun, Strength, the World, 9 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, and the 4 of Pentacles. What I heard was balanced communication, and this could be talking about how you communicate with yourself in your own head. Are you giving yourself loving thoughts, or are you being hard on yourself, being too self-critical? The Judgment or Judges, I'm surprised Judgment did not pop out in y'all's reading, but with being judged, period, or being in a place where you can dish out fair judgment, you have to extend that towards yourself as well. It's almost like holding yourself up on a pedestal, like you would a celebrity in a sense, like you would hold them up and then you find out something bad and you're so disappointed because you expected more of them. But when you have expectations, whether it be for someone outside of yourself or within your own self, it can lead to disappointment. Know that even within the disappointment, there's still something that has to be learned. And it could also be you learning how to handle disappointment, how to handle when things aren't going your way or when things aren't fair. There's a harmony that's going to come as soon as you take the first step to change your thought processes, and it's coming quickly. It looks like you've already made the decision, or you will soon make the decision to let go of this thinking, this process, or to even like open up to receiving. Sorry. Forgive yourself and anyone in the past that may have contributed to you becoming unbalanced in giving and receiving, or even like the voice that you hear in your head when you are weighing the pros and the cons, or you're trying to make a decision. Forgive yourself for being harsh in those moments, especially if you have a hard time making a decision. It's not a bad thing, you taking your time to make a decision, because in the end you will be more confident in your decision. I also seeing the life being brought back into something after it has been not dead, but I'm gonna say a little dark. Also here, with it being like a half face, there's a part of you, it's like new territory. You're stepping into a new territory. This could be a new territory in your mind as well, especially if you've been doing a lot of healing and a lot of shadow work out of your subconscious mind. That's space for you to make new connections, form new ideologies and thought processes, and put in the things that you want. But stepping into a new territory. This is also, again, with the Hermit being at the bottom, you stepping into yourself and being confident within yourself, talking to yourself nicely. Get in the mirror and do mirror work, not scrying, mirror work. You saw my video about my experience with domestic violence, and in one of the domestic violence shelters that I stayed in, I was working on myself. This is when I first started my spiritual journey. And one thing that I did was I got sticky notes and I put affirmations on them in the mirror in the room that we had in the shelter. And every morning while I was brushing my teeth and getting my son ready, I would recite those affirmations to myself in the mirror. So if you know that you can manifest and create anything within your mind, you can definitely reshape the way that you see yourself through looking in the mirror and speaking to yourself. Your cells are listening, and you can recreate yourself, especially if you have aspects to the 8th house. 8th house is regeneration and rebuilding yourself from a cellular level. That's what that reminds me of here. Diet. And lots of meals from scratch, or from the beginning, or from the base. I see a lot of greens too. Greens and herbs, but mostly greens, kale, spinach, broccoli. It has iron. But if you look at this, like, let me put this one down. Do you see how that looks like circulation? That looks like circulation to me. It also looks like when you, bear with me, in like a science museum where there's a ball of electricity, but you put your hand on it and it starts to connect to the tips of your fingers, like the electricity. You know what I'm saying? Maybe? That's what that looks like to me. Anyway. Moon magic. Hey, this Eight of Pentacles card always reminds me of candle magic and herbs, and basically just being a magician, using the moon magic behind closed doors, focusing your intention, putting a little love in your magic. Also, too, ladies, beauty magic. Using your tools, whatever you use, and setting the intention into your product. You can even go as far as putting Reiki energy into your things. For instance, I put Reiki into my body wash, and my body wash is charged with Reiki every single time I take a shower, or if I take a bath. You can set an intention. It's already charged, but you set another intention for what exactly it is that you're wanting to release, if you want to get specific, and use it to set the tone for the beginning of your day. Putting on mascara, may I see things clearly today, see through the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I always say work your magic, because it's going to be different for everybody. Everybody is different. This last card here, the Four of Pentacles, this rune symbol here represents inherited property and genetics, and we talked about blood slightly. I'm also picking up to an ancestor through your bloodline who practiced magic. I also see you going from being closed off or like closed-hearted to very open-hearted and free-flowing. Because there's a balance. You're not getting beat over the head no more. Quite naturally, you want to close yourself off when that's happening. If you've been doing, and as soon as I thought about it, at the bottom it said victory. Your desire is coming to fruition. Keep up the good work. So back to spell work and the things that you've been doing behind the scene. Maybe this has to do with, so timing is what I just heard too. Timing, the timing of your spell work, giving it space and opportunity to expand and take form. Also, Okay, I see a lot of different things. I see someone that's restless, but I also see someone that's running. Put a pin on that. Your spell work that you've been doing is taking time or perceived time, but it's the perfect timing. It's going to come at the right moment. What has put a pin or pause on it is your thinking and your ability to be in the flow. It's ending though. The sun is here. Remember, I split the deck. It was victory. Things are gonna come into fruition. Timing was at timing, divine timing. So, Francesca is visualizing. She's telling you to visualize what it is that you want. And with the sun being here and the Ace of Swords and the Nine of Swords, it confirms negativity will block your progress. Someone's a painter, or you're into colors. You may even be extremely clairvoyant, and you don't even see in color, you see in hues. Meaning, like, when you see things, you see them in a blending of colors and not just one color. So, because of this card, which talks about a relationship being imminent, this could be a relationship with someone on the outside of you. But again, because we was talking about negative self-talk, this is also you forming a relationship with you, or being healed, or how you see yourself being healed. Again, you thinking and talking about yourself negatively is only going to make you feel more negatively about yourself. I was talking about looking in the mirror and visualizing how it is that you want to look. It's going to take time to get there, but I promise you, the more you're in the mirror doing it daily, you're going to look up and you're like, damn, I have my dream body. I have my dream look. It's possible. It's possible. I'm not going to say that I did it because it ain't about me, but it's possible. At the bottom, it says be open to giving and receiving. So life path 5s, if you've done the work and now you feel like you're ready to be in a relationship, visualize it. What do you want this relationship to look like? Characteristics of this person. We have Archangel Raphael here. Maybe you want this person to be a certain type of way emotionally so they can help you emotionally. You know, get very specific. Write it down. Make a list. Also, when attracting a mate, make room for them, not just mentally, spiritually, but like in your physical reality as well. Y'all think it's weird with being clairaudient. I talk to myself anyway, but sometimes it's like you can feel your other half, especially if you are on the twin flame journey. You can telepathically communicate with them. So when you're in and you're moving about within your space, like, talk to them. You may not even visually know what they look like yet, or you may haven't even tapped in well enough to feel what their energy looks like, but that's okay. You taking that first step and even just setting the intention, hey, I want to start talking to my twin. It opens you up to do so. At the bottom, you're a star, shine bright, shine bright. Be a star where you live, where you are. Be a star. What's this? What is that from? Life Size Lifestyle with Tyra Banks. It was some Disney Channel movie where she became a life size doll or Barbie or some shit, something like that. But that's what I heard. It says reach for the stars with your dreams and desires and don't compromise. Your look, how you talk to yourself, how you talk to other people, how you desire to be received, perceived. You deserve it. Don't let anyone make you feel like you don't. You're gonna get a gift of a peace of mind too. I just heard that. That's always great to hear. Meditating and developing your spiritual eye is what's going to be important as well. Your vision. And some of these things that I've talked about, like seeing in hues, maybe that's what you're stepping into. Because, I mean, if you look on this card at the world, it looked like you see all of the sacred geometry that's around her. Like the world around you will begin to change as your vision changes. You may think you need glasses. No, not necessarily. I can only speak from experiences. I've worn glasses my whole life pretty much, right? They told me that I was nearsighted and farsighted in 2 different eyes. And I think it was either I broke my glasses or I lost them. And for like between 2 and 3 years, I didn't wear any glasses. And I felt like I had a hard time seeing. But after a while, I realized, damn, I don't really need them. Then I went back to the eye doctor, y'all, after not wearing them for that period of time. And she told me, oh, your eyesight has gotten better. We can lower your prescription. So I say all of that to say meditating and balancing the right and the left sides of your brain and developing your eyes is what's going to help your vision not be so, I don't want to say lopsided, but like in the basic level, you're still seeing in one color instead of seeing in hues. It's building your clairvoyance, you guys. That's what I'm trying to say. To give you kind of another visual, so think, it's weird, but whatever. I pay attention to shit. You ever been at a barbecue and you're looking at the barbecue pit, and right above where the heat is coming out, it looks like you can see something. It doesn't have a form and it doesn't have a color, but you can tell that something is there. That's how it's gonna start. Like it literally looks like what the world, like what she looks like stepping through. You see how her dress is changing? Like, that's what I mean by seeing hues. You don't just see one color. They're kind of all meshed together and they blend well. I really hope that was a good explanation. And if not, next time you're at a barbecue, pay attention to the barbecue pit and then come back and let me know what you see. Okay? That's what it starts off looking like at first, and then eventually the colors will begin to be there. With meditation, and breath work is really important to developing and opening your third eye and deactivating your pineal gland. Stand in the lights. This is number 7. 7 representing the completion. It says 16, y'all, but it breaks down to 7. That's where I'm getting that from. Out of the darkness, the light is born. So that reminds me of when I split the deck and the wheel was there. You hitting that rock bottom, that 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords, feeling overburdened, and then deciding that you're gonna stand in the middle and figure out what it is that you need to do to get to your 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, and stepping into the light. Like, this is awesome because at the bottom we see these mountains right here. And you may have been in those hilltops for a little bit, fighting mountain lions and shit. But look at the butterfly. The wings are out. And now you're flying above those obstacles, that mountain. You've gained a higher perspective, higher knowledge, and we got the Hermit at the bottom and this other card right here. I don't know if I showed it, but I was looking at it. You've gained a higher perspective. I just heard giants. Do you come from giants? Being able to see, not look down, like meaning you snooty, but like looking down and being able to take the high road in situations. Instead of describing what I'm visually seeing, just say take the high road. I also see too, in this deck, the 6 of Pentacles, in which I was channeling earlier, the 6, but the 6 of Pentacles specifically, it shows that same even flow that it shows on this card. A flow of giving and receiving. This is even a flow. What I heard was Mother Earth and Father Sky. Something is restored and balanced, especially with my eye. Feathers. And my aunt has an ostrich feather in her hair. Pay attention to feathers. They're going to be a sign. Not specifically from her, but they're going to be a sign for you. I believe that's it. Yes, that's it. Thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I am taking readings. All of the information is down below. Like the video, comment on the video, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll know when your next Progress on Your Path report is uploaded. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. Until next time, bye.